everybody, and welcome to America. So it's winter time now, and I've been working out here a little bit in my shop, the Carport deluxe model that I've churched up to the best of my ability on a budget. And probably the least cheap thing that I've done is the spray foam insulation. I've got 2 inches of spray foam insulation from bottom all the way up and over and down to cover the whole thing. It was kind of expensive, but the way the spacings are for the purlins or girts or whatever they're called in this type of structural apparatus are not easy to insulate with fiberglass or foam board. There's other ways to do it, but basically the guy I hired to do this, his cost was cheaper than for me to buy the kits to spray foam it myself, and he was here, did it in a day, and it's done. And that's great, but the real benefit is how warm it stays in here. It seals this place up tight. These buildings aren't really meant to be heated, I guess. It's got this steel roll-up door, which has an R factor. I think it's maybe negative R's because it's just steel. I got a plan to insulate that. That's another day, another dollar. And then I've got the service door behind me right there, which is glared out. You can't really see it, but I don't think that has any insulation in it. And then there's 2 windows, one right there. Don't go towards the light, it's not your time yet. And then one above me. Ooh, that one really looks like you're stroking out. That are not also, I think, intended to be insulated. But so that's why the other reason I thought I'd overdo it with the insulation, and it works well. I have the tubing in the floor so that I can put a radiant floor heat in, but it wasn't really in the budget and the time and the whatnot, so I haven't done that yet. But I've just been using this torpedo heater. Actually, I got 2 of them, but I only use one. And 70,000 BTUs, and it'll get this place in here from about 30 degrees to about 70 degrees in 2 hours. So I'm not a mathematician or a climatologist, but that seems pretty legit to me. You can burn kerosene or diesel fuel on it, and it doesn't take very much, and once it's up to temp, it stays pretty well. So I'm going to say spray foam for the win. If you're doing a shop or anything like that, I would say it's worth your time and your money to save until you can afford it, because it is not cheap, but it is a good value, I guess. I hate to say it's worth it because that's kind of I don't know, not a very classy thing to say, but if you're considering spray foam insulation, consider it. I would recommend it. Shop around, get a couple quotes from different people. I'm going to say it's almost always going to be cheaper to hire somebody to do it than to do it yourself, just from the research that I did, because I'm a DIYer when I can, and I was like, why am I going to pay more to still do it? And supposedly those guys that are the commercial guys have a better product or whatever, but here it is. It's done, it's sealed, it's tight, it's good, it's rigid, it's foam. There's a closed cell. So this is closed cell foam insulation, which is more expensive, but you get a better R value. I think it's around R7 per inch versus the open cell I think is like 4 or 5. And the closed cell will be a 100% thermal moisture barrier, so it stops water and moisture from traveling through it. As long as there's at least 1 inch. There's 2 inches here, so that's all I have to say. If you are on a budget, they do, some people will do 1 inch of the closed cell, so you seal it up completely, and then if you have the space, you can do more inches of open cell, which is cheaper, but it's less R value, so you need to do more of it. Talk to your guy, figure out what's right for you. Until next time, stay insulated and stay American.